29 seconds.
Boom.
I said it.
Wake up.
Morning, everyone. We're pleased all of you could join us as we recognize one of our own Ghost Warriors, Ian Sonic Sonnenberg, on the occasion of his promotion to Major. Before we begin, we're pleased to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Chisholm, Commander, 29th Attack Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Buchanan, 49th Wing, A5 Director, Sonic's father, Dr. John Sonnenberg, his mother, Mrs. Beth Sonnenberg, his wife, Mrs. Jennifer Sonnenberg, and his son, Zarian Sonnenberg. We'd also like to thank all of Sonic's friends and family who traveled here for today's event. Lieutenant Colonel Chisholm, Commander, 29th Attack Squadron, will officiate today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Chisholm.
Thanks. Sonic, thanks for letting me talk and officiating this today. I think we forgot to say thanks to the members of the 29th for being here too. So, Squadron, thanks for showing up and supporting Sonic on this awesome occasion. Beth and John, thanks for everything you did, raising him, giving him the right characteristics that we're looking for in the Air Force. He did make a big mistake by accidentally going to the Naval Academy. You did start him off on the right leg, but he eventually made it to the right side. But yeah, from the Academy, you went to Yuma and 29 Palms, that's what you kind of did out there. Kind of a little bit of foretelling on that you're coming to the best squadron ever, so glad you're out there. I heard about this ship that you did with the parents. They wrote a book about you. We need to buy some of those books, put them in the squadron. But it was super weird. I was trying to look through your records, trying to see what you kind of did while you were a lieutenant, first lieutenant in the Marines. And when I went to your Prada, all I saw was Marine Fitness Assessment. I was like, man, they have no OPRs or anything like that. They only have fitness assessments. That's all they care about. And I ended up opening it, and I guess the fitness assessment is your OPR in the Marines. So it's really weird. Like, if you ever look at his stuff, it says fitness assessment, but it's like a 5-page OPR. It was funny. Some of the words that a lot of your previous supervisors had said. I know Jen's gonna be shocked, but one of them said very intelligent. I was like, what? No way. I don't know if I'd quite use that word to describe you all the time. No, I'm kidding. But enthusiastic, tenacious, all the characteristics that your family instilled in you when you were a kid. And then you went through the Naval Academy, and then you went through the Marines, RQ-7s and RQ-21s. Flew those, did some great work out there, and then were able. I meant to ask, did you promote as a captain in the Marines?
Yes,
So-
on board the ship in Crete.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, sir.
So this is your first promotion as an Air Force officer.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, congrats on that. So 4 more of these and you'll have a very successful career. Yeah. But then you were able to I heard a really good story about your last PT session in the Marines where you might have showed up in Air Force gear and got really chewed out and laid into by a major.
It was regulation Marine Corps gear, but it had USAF.
And according to Miss Cordo, she didn't come today, did she? That might be Abercrombie and Fitch. I don't know, but no, yeah. But yeah, I heard you got laid into for that one. That was awesome. Good job joining the Air Force the right way. And then you joined the Air Force. You came through here. Then you went to Creech at the 42nd for a little bit, and then a mighty pigeon after that, right in the 15th. There were some really good stories. Oh yeah, we forgot. Is that where you got named? You lost the name Tweak, and then you took on Sonic.
Fell away
Yeah,
around that time.
you're gonna have to tell us a story about that sometime over some beers. But I heard you're not a big fan of the Tweak call sign. But yeah, then you became Sonic at the 15th Red Team. I heard some really good stories about DJ Sonic and your MCC hours while everybody was trying to fly, and you were playing some awesome 90s hits over the ClearCom. But yeah, you did great work out there, and then you came up here to Holloman. You got to the 29th, and just like your old OPRs and everything, like showed up with that tenacious attitude, and your attitude is just infectious. Everybody just feeds off of your enthusiasm every day. So we were able to get you into the squadron, and then Buzz was like, I need a really high-performing person up here at A5. We're trying to do something new at Holloman. It hasn't been done before in any wing. Your old OPRs, you were like A1 or what you did A staff in the squadron as a Marine. There was a lot of stuff in there about being a lawyer. I don't know.
That's one.
Yeah,
Yep.
doing some weird stuff in the Marines. But so you had already had some experience with the A staff in the squadron. So I sent you up there with Buzz, and you've been doing great work up there, kind of setting that up and really being the benchmark for all of the Air Force on how we need to set up the A staff for a wing. So thanks for all the hard work that you've done here. While you were trying to become an instructor and trying to learn a new job and having a baby, 2 hours of sleep a night. I don't know. Are you guys up to more than 2.5 hours? Increments? Yeah, 2 hour increments. But Zarian is out here too, asleep probably. But thank you for everything you've done and just continuing to develop yourself and the people around you while going through all of these life changes. So thanks for everything.
All right, activity, can we please stand up? Probably civilians do please stand up, but activity at attention. Post the orders.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the Air Force, has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Captain Ian Sonnenberg. In view of these special qualities and his demonstrated potential to serve in the higher grade, Captain Sonnenberg is promoted to the grade of Major, United States Air Force, effective the first day of August, 2023, by order of the Secretary of the Air Force. Jen, Beth, John, would you please come forward to pin on Captain Sonnenberg's new rank?
Longest part.
Lieutenant Colonel Chisholm will now administer the oath of office.
I state your name. I, Ian John Sonnenberg, having been appointed a major in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, Major Sonnenberg.
Awesome. Thank you all. As it got warmer and warmer, I cut down the speech by about 29%. Yeah. But I would be remiss and otherwise reprimanded if I not thank a few people here today from my present, past, and future. First, my amazing wife, Jen, for being there with me from the start of this Air Force adventure back in 2018 all the way to now, having made a lot of sacrifices in this transition and helping me accomplish what is doubtlessly the greatest achievement of my life so far. Not this promotion, but bringing our son, Zarian, into the world. Thanks, Jen. You're amazing. And also to those from my past, my mother, my father, and sister. Dad, thank you for teaching me the importance of education and perseverance to get that rock at the bottom of the pool. Mom, thank you for teaching me compassion for all creatures and a couple of humans too. And even though my sister couldn't be with us here today, sis, thank you so much for always making sure my hair looked good before I went off to school. And I also wanted to thank those who have been helping guiding me towards the future, who have been vectoring me on. Lieutenant Colonel Chisholm, Lieutenant Colonel Buchanan, thank you for being here today and always taking time, keeping your door open, putting aside that time to mentor me, vector me, provide me with opportunities for future leadership, an example of what leaders should be. And I wanted to wrap this up with just one single word for all of my peers and all of my team working with me here today: continue to adapt. The only constant that I've seen in this military, in the Department of Defense, and the Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, since my parents dropped me off at Alumni Hall back in 2009, was that there is continuous change. Adapt with that change, flex with the new technology, be one of those early adopters as technology and policies shift and develop. A strong ship always rolls with the tide. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you all at the wedding down tomorrow. Sonic out. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this morning's ceremony. As a reminder, a brief tour of the 29th Attack Squadron will follow today's ceremony at Building 318. We can all convoy out that way if you don't know where it is. The official wedding down celebration, as Sonic mentioned, will be at Club Mist tomorrow, 1400 local. Please come to the front and offer your congratulations to Major Sonnenberg.